like the match that we're about to watch right now. BrianYi versus Anthos. Literally cannot call this. I can't say, oh, well, this person has an advantage because both of these players are absolute animals. So just buckle up and get ready for some intense multiverses action.
Absolutely. I mean, looking at this perk spread, they've both gone for these sort of standard perks that you would expect. Anthos ever so slightly sort of specking into his heat vision with a little bit of extra heat damage there. But other than that, it's a very standard spread. This is going to completely come down to skill and execution. Both sort of able to dance around each other initially. Shaggy does land that first hit. Anthos answers back with a very heavy uppercut. We see that heat vision that we were talking about earlier. It looks like Shaggy trying to get a little bit of aerial control here. Trying to get a little bit of pressure up on Anthos. But he is able to secure that edge. The position where he is most dominant and most dangerous, as we've seen in the past. Both playing around that floating platform there, neither really making use of it at this time, but I think it could definitely help Shaggy get that aerial control that he's looking for. Once again with the bicycle kicks, again and again, looking for that elimination, but not able to land it this time. And now Anthos going to try and answer back. Dodges being executed left and right. Anthos now incredibly low on stamina, able to avoid it there. Gets another very good grab. Shaggy at kill range now. Anthos very close to it themselves. Shaggy playing around that edge, using the supercharge to try and stay on the borders, but Anthos does get that initial execution. 1 point up to Anthos.
Now, that was a really, really good first stock. Both players came in doing exactly what we expected. BrianYi is gonna do exactly what he can, and BrianYi used the nair a lot to interrupt Anthos in that first stock. So it's exactly what I'm expecting. Like the one way that you can kind of shut him down, and BrianYi is there, right there, evening up the game.
Wow.
Also now Super Saiyan mode, so Anthos is gonna want to be careful, but he does with the super kick. That is unfortunate here. Anthos is playing very passive, using his spacing to his advantage, knowing when he can get in and when he can't, and it's probably trying to also read those dodge attacks as well. Mixing up BrianYi here, catches him in the air, ice breath. Oh my god, that was cold. That was cold. Anthos, you can't just be doing stuff like this, okay? Like, come on, man. Jesus. Anthos again, catching him on the edge, juggling him a little bit. Nair, shut down a combo. Nice little mix-up from BrianYi. The Nair, the dodge read into the dare. Okay, I see you, young fella. 47-69, but Anthos does have the lead currently. Anthos has BrianYi off stage. We want to be careful. This is where stuff starts to get dangerous. Smart play though on BrianYi. You know what I'm saying? While I'm down here, and never mind. Okay, he whipped the super kick. It's okay though. It's okay though. It's not totally over here. You just gotta. BrianYi's gonna have to start with some really smart play here, and hope that he can find some way to chain together just a quick stock, and then pull out a miracle, but he can't because Anthos is ready. It catches him with the uppercut. It was a great start for both players. It's a great start for both players. It seemed like towards the end, that passive play from Anthos is what caused him to kind of come out with that victory here.
The switch flipped in Anthos' mind, and that aggressive play came out once again. Gonna take that point. Anthos now gonna be in the lead for this one. BrianYi absolutely still has everything to play for. Don't forget, this is a 5-match bout. You got to get 3 points to move on to the next round. Looks like, but once again, looking to try and dance around, but Anthos immediately gets that execution, secures that ledge immediately, already getting Brian up to a 54. Anthos is not playing around. Brian's trying to use that bicycle kick now to, create a little bit of space, try and get back on center stage, try and control the ground a little bit, trying to play around the aerial prowess of Superman, but the uppercut is going to land. Brian playing very dangerously at the edge of the stage, but was able to avoid Anthos this time. He is already in kill range as Anthos lands the grab, and it looks like that ice breath once again. Trying to secure the air, and there is the elimination. Anthos already a point up, not even a minute down.
Yeah, Anthos totally dominated that first stock. It almost seemed as if Brian was panicking a little bit. Tried a few times to get inside, but Anthos just read it every single time and just canceled it out. I mean, this is turning out to be a completely different game. Anthos has only taken 6 damage, and BrianYi is probably somewhere in like the 160s at the moment. So this is total domination on the side of Anthos here. I mean, again, if I'm Brian, try your best to kind of keep using those neutral airs to kind of interrupt them. Just like that, right there. Start the combo, keep going. Start the combo, keep going. But you don't want to get caught by that at the same time. That can be pretty dangerous for you. Missing the dare with punish. Here's Anthos and another stock off stage. Only 44 damage at the moment. BrianYi, you got to pull something out. It's only game 2, so you still have more opportunities, but they're both here spacing. Nope, punished. Trying to off stage again. Brian trying to get back on, can't get back on, but Anthos is walking back and making you think, oh no, it's all good. It's all good, no problem. Bam, back to you, no problem. Misses the stare. Anthos has control of stage again. Might be able to get the stock. No. BrianYi back on stage with whiffed. Spacing, they're dancing. Okay, maybe Brian. Nope, missing the uppercut. Maybe able to get a stock here. Finally, now 2-1. But the damage might already be done at this point. I mean, if I'm BrianYi, I'm making some super risky off-stage play. I mean, what's the worst that can happen at this point, right? You know, you want to try to pull off one of those fat pack comebacks and not get mixed up by Superman if you can avoid it.
A very, very well executed defensive play from Brian. They're able to get around the edge guard that Anthos is known for, but he does land himself in the combination, and there is the second point. Anthos 2-0 up, currently going into the 3rd round. Brian very well executed on a technical level, but the sluggish powerhouse technique that Anthos is able to execute every single time is proven to be a brick wall. At what point do you need to start, reaching in and pulling out a bit more of a risky maneuver in order to try and get that early elimination on Anthos? You need to get that momentum early if you want to be able to catch him off guard. And for as good as Brian is, Anthos has been able to keep complete control over the matchup as we go over to Trophy's Edge for our 3rd round.
It's Anthos' spacing, man. This is why I said earlier he is the best spacing in the game. I mean, he can tell exactly what kind of range your attack is going to require. Get outside of that, and then just punish you. I mean, it's difficult. It's so hard to. Your only option really is to, like I said with Shaggy, abuse the nair and hope that you can kind of stop those combos, or just try to space the exact same way he would, which BrianYi did pretty well for some time. It's just Anthos is able to capitalize more than once, right? So whoever gets the confirms, you're the one who's going to come out on top here. Anthos almost got knocked off for the first stock here, but gets back on stage. BrianYi trying to get some control, but he's currently getting booped around. Can get the uppercut and gets the first stock. Now you're going Super Saiyan. Show him that Ultra Instinct. Come on. What can you do? You're going to get mixed up. That's the stock. You're already out of there. I'll just shut up now. Caster Curse. That's exactly what that was. That was Caster Curse. CJ, you take over. I'm done here. I'm done.
The momentum has absolutely switched back over to Anthos. He's trying to secure the edge once again. Those floating platforms are going to play a little bit into how Shaggy is able to execute his moveset. An incredible grab there from Anthos as he tries to play the midfield now. Shaggy trying to create a little bit of space, trying to set himself up here. Anthos not quite able to land. There we are. There's the execution. There's the cycle that we want to see. Shaggy trying to sort of play this little hit and run tactic. A very good adaptation on his part. Able to get the second elimination. The momentum once again has switched onto Shaggy's side here. 78 damage to 0. Anthos have to trying to get as much insurance as he can. Trying to even up this playing field a little bit. Able to secure the edge once again as we bring Shaggy deep into kill range. Gets the jab, and now it's even 2-0 going in. 4 minutes 45 on the clock.
All right, let me just say this. In games 2 and games 3, One thing BrianYi did not do well that he did in the first game is utilize his Super Saiyan mode. He was able to chain together some great combos in game 1 with that uppercut, and it seems like now when he goes rage mode, he kind of just like whiffs the kick or just kind of use it preemptively. I'd like to see him hold on to it and just kind of keep Anthos nervous. Like at any time, if I get it confirmed and I'm in rage mode, I'm gonna right on you, and it's gonna suck. But he keeps losing it, and now like Anthos can just continue to kind of play normally. Sometimes these games, you're playing mind games. It's not just about it's about kind of trying to psych out your opponent. So, I mean, as of right now, it seems as if BrianYi could get a couple confirms and win the game, but he's at 100. So if Anthos gets him off stage right at any moment, all he needs is one jab confirm, and this game's over. And you just gotta be careful though, because yeah, I mean, both guys are basically just dancing with each other at the moment. Right? It's like whoever gets the first confirm right there is gonna get the match, and